From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, we've got Game 1 of the National League Division Series. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Toronto Blue Jays. Well, this place is ready. We'll be right back to get this series started in just a minute. And on the hill, Cam Schlittler. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Ball one.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
1-2 now.
Didn't get the result he wanted, but that's a nice pitch right there.
Good job to fight that one off. The 2-2 on the way. Out towards right center field. And there's one down. Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Schlittler, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch.
In plenty of time to first, third out. Stepping in, Dalton Varsho. The 1-0. There's a swing and a drive. That's got a chance. And caught on the warning track. Comes up empty. That's strike two. This one belted deep left field. On its way. Gone. A solo shot. The Blue Jays on the board first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead.
Max Muncy in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Ball two.
Woodruff maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Everything came together for him. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
You know, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
First and second, one out. Taylor Ward next up for the Blue Jays. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Muncy on his horse around third. In comes the run from second.
Comes through with the RBI. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the
calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Able to get back into third safely. A run comes in on the play.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Nice grab. They get the tag on him. Double play. You're out. What a twin killing to end the inning. Game one of the division series. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Corey Seager. And foul ball.
These fans have to feel good right about now. This series is not going to be easy, but they have the lead at home in game one. That brings the anxiety down a few notches.
Strike two. Chris, you and I have gotten to work some memorable postseason games together. One I look back on, 2013 ALCS Game 2, the David Ortiz Grand Slam.
For me, Boo, the game I remember is us calling the 2014 AL wildcard game. The Kansas City Royals hosting the Oakland A's. The Royals come from behind to win in extra innings and move on to the division series. They had such a great run that it ended up in the World Series, losing to the San Francisco Giants.
Paredes getting to start at the hot corner, 27 years old, and he's a native of Mexico.
Ball one. Ball.
Pitch misses. Ball three. Ground ball left side. Muncy sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit for Arizona, Brandon Nimmo.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
In the air, left field. Taylor coming on. And that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Mason Wynn. Foul ball. 0-1.
Outside. Ball.
Way out front for strike 2. Stays alive. Here's a 2-2. And that one is inside. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swings through it for the K. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And first offering is fouled off. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Trout. On the ground to third, and that's just foul. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
This strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Out number 3. Back now in Toronto. Now the D-backs catcher, Victor Caratini. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. That one inside. Look out. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try.
Here's Wynn for 1. Over to Alonso.
He's
Double
out.
play. This is Willie Castro.
Willie Castro.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Wynn gets under it. And that'll do it. Bottom of the inning. And now for the Jays, Max Muncy. Foul ball there. That's out to center field. And there's one down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman Pete Alonso.
Out towards right center field. And a couple of quick outs. So up next for Toronto, Taylor Ward. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Next offering is foul back. Ward off of first with 2 away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Game 1 of the division series. All set for the start of the inning. Julio Rodriguez stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Right through there for a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. Trout on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. That's inside.
That's a ball.
And another ball.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
Hit hard but foul off to the left. The Jays leading by 3 here in Game 1 of the NLDS. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Ward going back on the warning track and hauls it in. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. 0 for 1 so far. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. 2 down, nobody on.
Outside.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one's back. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. 0-2 now. Got him swinging. Bottom 4, and now for the Jays, Jackson Holliday. Tap foul at the plate. The 0-1. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. The 0-2. Got him swinging, and that's 4 strikeouts.
For the Blue Jays, designated hitter, Hernandez.
Right through there for a strike. Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. And he went around. Ruled a swing. Out towards right center field. Castro drifts towards it. And there are 2 down. Next to hit, Mason Wynn. 0 for 1. He struck out. Swinging last time. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Castro on the move, and that's the inning. Back here at Rogers Center, we go to the top of the 5th. Isaac Paredes stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Swing and a foul straight back.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in Game 1. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
Here's the 0-2. Hard hit, right side. Alonso takes it to the bag, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Brady Singer.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick. Outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. Vic Caratini at the plate. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Singer, 29 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Dalton Varsho. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Fooled on that pitch, got a little anxious, and now in a 2-strike count, he's going to have to widen out his stance, choke up on the bat, and really make sure he has pitch recognition before pulling the trigger.
Hit on the ground to short. Handles, throws to first. Home half of the fifth inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Max Muncy. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. That one fouled off. 0-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Back now in Toronto. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Carlos Santana stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And the 1-0.
Foul ball.
Got him. One gone here.
Right fielder, Willie Castro.
Fouled off left side.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Tries to check his swing, but he makes contact. So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. They tried to get him to chase on a slider, down and away. Swings through that one. Right back to him on the mound. On to first. Rodriguez out of the play. And that is that. Well, we go bottom 6. And now for the Jays, Pete Alonso. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Swings over the top of that one. That misses the zone, and the count is 3-1. Swings through that. Swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7.
For the Blue Jays, left fielder. Now pitching for Arizona, number 33, Hutcher Gaddis.
Fought off foul. Comes up empty.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Shea Langoliers.
Ball 1.
2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of the NLDS.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
No, that's a ball.
High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Fielding for the wall, makes the catch and foul ground. Back here at Rogers Center, we go to the top of the 7th. Gunnar Henderson stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Matt Strong.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Check swing called strike. That's strike 2. Ground ball right side. Throws to first in time. That's the first out at the top of the 7th. Out towards right center field. Trout sizing it up. And there's 2 down. Now it's Corey Seager.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Swing and a miss, struck him. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now for the Jays, Jackson Holliday.
Ball, no.
That one lifted to left. Nimmo under it. And there's one away.
For the Blue Jays, designated hitter, Teoscar Hernandez.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. On the ground. And foul ball. Teoscar goes down on strikes. Mason Wynn next up for the Blue Jays.
Shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Line drive. And that's a base hit. And they had their first base runner since the 3rd inning. Right through there for a strike. Hammered down the right side, but foul. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That K is his third of the game. Game 1 of the division series. Ready to begin the 8th. Isaac Paredes stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And a foul ball. Now the 0-1. And that one fouled off. Strom in his 10th season, 34-year-old vet, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in the state of North Dakota.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's off the inside corner, and now 3-2. And so the lefty allows the leadoff free pass, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 out, man at first. The switch hitting catcher will come up to hit. Victor Caratini, 1 for 2.
Now pitching for the Blue Jays, number 77, Louis Marlin.
And the 0-1.
No. Lay off that pitch down.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The D-backs with the tying run at the plate here in the late stages of game 1. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Torey Lovullo making a move for a new bat. Josh Bell.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Now there's a bullet down the line, and that's a fair ball. Lead runner around second. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now. Willie Castro, the next to hit. And that misses. Ball 1.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
Just missed. And that one fouled off. So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss and a slider.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Two now. Oh, and this one gets away. Runners hold tight, but it's a full count now. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position here in game 1 of the NLDS. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Back now in Toronto. And now for the Jays, Mike Trout.
Well, these Jays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
The high heat, too much on that one.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman, Matt Muncy.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Swinging a foul out of play.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Ball. No, that's in.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Ow. 2 away now after the drop third strike. 2 down. Base is empty. Now here is Sean Armstrong gets the call from the pen. He's into the game with the bases empty. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. That one 95 to finish him off. Back here at Rogers Center, here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Julio Rodriguez.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Sets him down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Alex Vesia.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Late with the swing there. One down, base is empty here in the ninth.
Ball 2.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's the 2-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And Arizona with just one out left. 2 outs, base is empty. Now up next for Arizona, Jorge Polanco.
Ball inside.
And a swing and a miss. Hard hit left side. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Blue Jays claim game 1 here at home.
It's pretty early in this series to say a must-win game, but when you've got home field advantage, it's a luxury, but you have to protect it. Huge win in game 1 to set the tone.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
And your final 3-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. We'll see you soon.
It's true that they underestimate you.
My life is real.
So I'm fronting on them every chance I get, to be honest.
Wavy hair, mystique. Up in this deep chain with some sick feet. Corner of 10th Street, scoop me in the MPV. I'm holding big. Soloist, vocalist, maestro. This fish grease, recipes, polo. He see us, I was just with G. Just like Ryan E. Me and Preem, this history. Young ones of Boyla, Jesus candles, bodegas. Always playing some gangsta. Who is there? They gon' say nah. Look at us now, De La Ma, Ray, Ghost, and Rick. Big up, Big L, Prodigy, True Goy, they live. Martyrs, if you will, a legend has a cartel. I'm on jets with giants, I'm Bill Parcell. PTSD, project trauma still dwells. Happiness gotta be in you, money can't help. So salute to the men that never hit the pin black. We got to the bread and still live to spin that. What a life, I'm a man, I'ma die about it. Feel the pain, but I'm not gonna cry about it. Tell the truth, cause ain't no reason to lie about it. Invisible fingers playing chords on my haunted piano. I'm a man, I'ma die about it. Feel the pain, but I'm not gonna cry about it. Tell the truth, cause ain't no reason to lie about it. Invisible fingers playing chords. Already classic before you heard it. The spoiler was on my feature verses. I lined it up kinda perfect and then I hurled it. Rhymes in my mind's like pearls and oysters. Boss of bosses, Morpheus on my... The illest style right here. Till I got white hair, getting foul type stares. We ahead light years. We come out the starts, so let the start. Turn the light switch off. Drive a block, switch cars. Toss a face mask and gloves. Pulled another hit on the beat. Guess who the victim was? Guess who get reconfigured? The whole industry does. Premiere you my because we became the men our mothers prayed for. Maybe even exceeded their expectations, or maybe they always knew why tying up our baby shoes. What was waiting that brood and the souls of a chosen few. This ain't just talk, it's true. What a life. I'm a man, I'ma die about it. Feel the pain, but I'm not gonna cry about it. Tell the truth, cause ain't no reason to lie about it. Invisible fingers playing chords on my haunted piano. I'm a man, I'ma die about it. Feel the pain, but I'm not gonna cry about it. Tell the truth, cause ain't no reason to lie about it. Invisible fingers playing chords. My life is real.
Welcome to the desert and inside Chase Field in Phoenix. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Ready to go now? Dalton Varsho digs in now. So we're underway here in Game 2.
Down low.
The 2-2 on the way. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And now it's 3-2. Got him looking. One gone here.
First baseman, Pete Alonso.
Ripped to right. Takes it in for the out. That's out number 2.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Mike Trout at the plate now. That's ball 1. Late with the swing there.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
2 down, nobody on. This to center field. And that's a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 1.
Ball.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Trout leads off first with 2 down to the inning. You're getting a taste right here of what Max Muncy does. Has a really good eye at the strike zone. So a walk puts runners at first and second. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. That one ripped, but foul. Two on, 2 outs. Swings through that one. Just missing there. And a count 1-2.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. We go to the bottom of the first, and the starter for Toronto, Michael Wacha. What do we need to know here about the right-hander? Julio Rodriguez stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Out to short. Toss to Alonso. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Batting second, shortstop Gunnar Henderson.
Ball. Ball 2.
Way inside. Straighten him up a little bit. Swings and misses. And the count's full. Pulls the string with the changeup. Struck him out. And now Jorge Polanco. Outside. Ball 1.
Ball 2.
Fastball for a strike. Polanco hanging in there. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. We're in the second game of this division series. And now for the Jays, Jackson Holliday.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
That one at the knees for a strike. In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you've got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that can cost your team the season.
Going to count 1-2. Struck him out swinging. And that's 4 strikeouts. 2 down, bases empty. Shea Langoliers next up for the Blue Jays. No score here in the second. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the second. Back here in the desert, bottom of the inning, Corey Seager stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Up the middle, and that one handled. Toss to Alonso. One pitch and one out.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Josh Bell.
Hurt one.
Bell, 33 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2011. The 0-2. Back foot slider ties him up, struck him out. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike one. Right through there for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. 2-2 now. Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat. We're in the second game of this division series. And now for the Jays, Mason Wynn.
Ball one.
Late on that fastball. This one in the air, center field. Rodriguez in position. He makes the grab, and there's one away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, center fielder Dalton Varsho.
Here comes the 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Bell takes it to the bag. First two batters retired here in the top of the third. Here's Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 1.
Spin rate's outstanding on high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Castro makes his way towards it. And that is that. Back here at Chase Field as we go to the last of the third. Ivan Herrera stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
Ball. No, that's in.
Base hit center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
That's a
Ball
ball.
one, no strikes. Still tied at 0. Last of the third.
Ball inside.
The 2-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Holiday under it. Takes it in for the out. One out man at first. Here's the veteran outfielder, Willie Castro.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Ball one.
That's
Ball.
down and in. A slider missed. Up the middle. Win. Flips it. There's one. To first. Not in
Easy.
time. Great effort there.
Ball.
Castro, the runner at first with 2 gone. Runner takes off. Out towards right center field. Trout on his horse. And that'll fall for a base hit. Castro coming home. The tag, and he's in there. And it's 1-0. So runner at second, 2-2.
No.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 2 of the NLDS. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. Here's Rodriguez trying to score. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. Foul ball. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Go to second. Out. And back here in the desert. And now for the Jays, Mike Trout.
Mike Trout.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, these Blue Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
It's a K from the Cole train.
For the Blue Jays, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Ooh, Boyla. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
2 outs, base is empty. So up next for Toronto, Taylor Ward.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. It's an immaculate inning. Bottom of the 4th, stepping in, Jorge Polanco.
Second baseman, Jorge Polanco.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split-finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
A sliding stop to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Squirts away from Langoliers. To second. Polanco into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Ball.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Langoliers takes it in for the out. One away. And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. He's 0 for 1.
Ball.
Man at second. And now 1 and 2. That smash towards center. And there's 2 down. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. New inning getting stuck. And now for the Jays, Jackson Holliday. Cole back to work. And it's fouled off.
Well, these Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. High fly ball, right field. Castro under this one. And there are 2 outs.
And obviously, a lot of credit for all those chases and strikeouts goes to the pitching. It's been nasty, but you can bet this offense is trying to figure out some way to put up a better fight.
Langoliers now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swing and a miss. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the D-backs catcher, Ivan Herrera.
Pitching for Toronto, number 81, Ryan Thompson.
Herrera, 25 years old, and he was born in Panama.
No, that's a ball.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Foul ball still, a 1 and 2 count. Chop to the left side. Muncy. The throw to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, third baseman, Isaac Paredes.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Swing and a miss. as he was out front that time. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2 down, bases empty. This is Willie Castro. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Out to short. To first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here at Chase Field. And now for the Jays, Mason Wynn. In the air, right field. And there's one away.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And his 11th strikeout in this one, really racking. Up the whips. The polar bear, as he was dubbed by his former teammate Todd Frazier.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Strike 2. And that one is inside, ball 1. Got him swinging. Back here in the desert, well, we go bottom 6. Julio Rodriguez stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Ball.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Got him. One away, bottom of the 6th.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, shortstop Gunnar Henderson.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one's back. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And he's got a double.
Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it.
Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with one gone. Corey Seager to the plate in this high leverage spot.
Now pitcher for Toronto, number 89, Tim Perry.
And a foul ball. 2 on, 1 out. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
And that's a base hit. Henderson around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. Brandon Nimmo getting ready to hit. He was 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. The D-backs trying to break this one open here in Game 2 of the NLDS. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. We're in the second game of this division series. And now for the Jays, Mike Trout.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
For the Blue Jays, third base.
The left-hander on now, Steven Oker.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
In the air, out towards left center. And makes the grab. Out number 2. So up next, Taylor Ward.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And first offering is fouled off. Ripped, but it curls foul. 2 down, nobody on. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Ball.
That missed by a lot. It's 2-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Bottom of the 7th. Now the D-backs catcher, Ivan Herrera.
Ha!
Ground ball to the right side. And foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, third baseman, Isaac Paredes.
That one fouled off. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs. In the air, left field. Taylor coming on. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Castro in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1.
No. Ball 2.
Oh, that hit him. Still able to get it there in time. And they get it out of the play. Back here at Chase Field, ready to begin the 8th. Jackson Hop. Pinch hitter coming on, Jahmai Jones.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead. Because if it gets to the 9th,
they hand the ball over to a new arm, Sean Armstrong. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And they have their first hit since the first inning. Looks like we've got a substitution at first. And on to run for the Blue Jays, Tyler Fitzgerald. Looking for some added speed out there in the late innings. There goes the runner. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Late with the swing there. A swing and a miss. One away. So now with one away and a man at second, Shea Langoliers next up for the Blue Jays. He was late there. Strike one. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Should be extra bases. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Up next for the Blue Jays, shortstop Mason Wynn.
Two outs and a runner at third here in the late stages of game 2. Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and a pop-up. Over near the wall. Has room, and he makes the catch. Back here in the desert, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Julio Rodriguez digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground to third. Muncy sends it to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. And he swings through that one. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. Next to hit, Jorge Polanco. On the ground to third. Toss to Alonso, and Polanco. Back here at Chase Field. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Dalton Varsho. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first base. Alonso.
Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Jeremiah Estrada.
Number 56, Jeremiah Estrada.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
That one outside. Ball 1.
Ball 2.
And there's a ball.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag and get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
1 out man at first. And now batting Mike Trout.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Got him swinging for the K. Blue Jays have just one out left here. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
The Jays down to their final strike. Cut on and missed, struck him out, and that's the ball game.
In an elimination